mistakes that get first-timers rejected for a credit card. If you've ever applied for a credit card and gotten rejected, or you're scared to even apply because you might get rejected, this video is going to save you from making the same 3 mistakes almost every beginner makes. I'm going to show you exactly why banks say no, and more importantly, what to do instead so you get approved on your first try. Getting your first credit card feels like a weird chicken and egg problem, right? You need credit history to get approved, but you can't build credit history without first getting approved for something. Banks aren't trying to make your life difficult, they're just looking at specific red flags. Once you know what those are, this whole process gets a lot less scary. Let's break down the 3 biggest ones. Mistake number 1, applying for a card that's above your credit level. A lot of beginners see an ad for a card with amazing travel rewards or cash back and think, that looks great, let me apply for that one. But premium rewards cards are usually designed for people who already have a credit history. If you have 0 credit history, applying for one of these is one of the fastest ways to get an automatic rejection. Here's what to do instead. Start with a card built specifically for beginners. There are 2 main types: a secured credit card, where you put down a deposit, usually $200 to $500, and that becomes your credit limit. It works exactly like a normal credit card, reports to the credit bureaus, and after 6 to 12 months of responsible use, a lot of issuers will actually refund your deposit and upgrade you to a regular card. Or a student credit card if you're currently enrolled in college. These have much more relaxed approval requirements because the bank is betting on your future income. Starting with the right card isn't a downgrade, it's a strategy. You're not trying to get the best card today, you're trying to get approved today so you can qualify for the best card in a year or 2. Mistake number 2, leaving the income section blank or underestimating it. When you apply, most applications ask for your annual income. A lot of beginners either skip it, guess low, or don't realize that income can include more than just a job. Here's the thing, the CFPB actually changed a few years ago. You're allowed to include any income you reasonably have access to, not just a job. That can include allowances, financial support from a parent or spouse if you have reasonable access to it, or side income like freelance work. The second part of this mistake is having no credit mix at all, meaning 0 history of any kind of borrowing. If you have literally nothing on your credit report, some issuers can't evaluate risk, so they default to rejecting you. A simple fix here: if you're really starting from 0, look into becoming an authorized user on a parent or family member's existing credit card first. You don't even need to use the physical card. Just being added can start building a credit history under your name within a month or 2. Mistake number 3, and this one surprises people, applying to several credit cards in a short window of time. Every time you apply for a credit card, the bank does what's called a hard inquiry on your credit report. One hard inquiry isn't a big deal, but if you apply to 3 or 4 cards in the same month because you're just testing your luck, it actually works against you. Here's why. Multiple hard inquiries in a short period can signal to lenders that you might be in financial distress and looking for credit anywhere you can get it, even if that's not true at all. It can also lower your average credit age once you do get approved, since new accounts pull that number down. The fix is simple. Research first, apply once. Most issuers now offer a pre-qualification check, which does a soft pull that doesn't affect your credit score at all. Use that to check your odds before you formally apply. Let's recap the 3 mistakes. Number 1, applying for a card above your credit level instead of starting with a secured or student card. Number 2, underreporting your income or having 0 credit mix to work with. Number 3, applying to multiple cards at once instead of pre-qualifying first. Avoid these 3, and you dramatically increase your odds of getting approved the first time you apply. If this helped, hit subscribe. Next video, I'm breaking down exactly how to go from 0 credit score to a 700+ score in under a year, step by step. Drop a comment if you've ever been rejected for a card before. I want to hear what happened, and I might make a video answering it directly. See you in the next one.